All right. What you need to make a basic simple bracelet is, I'm using this. You need crimp tubes, a clasp, and a bead of your choice. It's always good to use a stopper, crimp tool, and cutters. What you do, I'm gonna make a bracelet to fit my wrist, which is a 7 1/4. So what I do is I measure out 9 1/2. You want to give yourself at least 2 1/2 inches extra or more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put on my stopper, and I'm going to just throw the beads on. This is just a basic, simple, nothing fancy. I just want to show you how to make a simple bracelet using your crimp tool. Put them all on. Okay, so what you do to crimp is you put your crimp bead on first. Then you get your clasp and you put that on. Take the wire and you go back through that crimp. Pull it, pull the string until it gets pretty close. Now you want to separate the wires, and then you take your crimp tool and you're going to use the second hole like that, and I'm going to flatten it. I'm going to show you what it does. See how it makes it into like a moon shape? And then what you do is, I'm going to do it upside down. You bring it to the top part, and you're going to fold it. Just get it lined up. So now it looks like this. See that? And then you're gonna squeeze it and it's gonna fold like a piece of paper. And that's all you do, and that's how you crimp. You use your crimping tool. And then what you want to do is you could either cut off the excess wire very close, just like that. If you have a crimp cover, you can use a crimp cover, and I can show you how to use a crimp cover. Here's a crimp cover, and how you use the crimp cover is you just, you take it and you put it over the crimp like this, and then you just squeeze down. Make sure the crimp cover covers like it does, and you can take a pair of pliers, but I like to use this tool, and you just squeeze it together, and now it's a little bead. It's a crimp cover. And then you bring it down to the other end, and make sure you bring it tight to the ball there, and we just repeat the same step. You put the crimp on first, and you take the other side of the clasp and you stick it in there, and you want to pull it tight because you want to make sure that there's no slack here. Make sure that you have it nice and tight. Once you have it tight, go ahead and separate the wires like we did before. Take your crimp, squeeze. Take your crimp tool and fold. And then you can tighten it with the tip. Cut this off. take your crimp cover, put it over the crimp bead, and squeeze. And there you have it. Here's your simple bracelet.